Hello chismosas y chismosos, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. I'm Audrey, a paralegal turned stay-at-home mom who loves true crime. The cases I cover are wild, topics may be triggering, viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. With all that being said, grab your hot Cheetos and let's get started on today's case. Monterey County is known for their gorgeous views of the ocean. From the Bay Area, it makes a perfect weekend getaway. I moved out of the Bay Area for a couple of years and resided in Seaside, California. It is a very cutesy, very demure, and like its name, located quite literally by the seaside. And Pham was last seen alive on January 21st, 1982. As she was heading out to her home in Seaside, California, and walked to her kindergarten class at Highland Elementary School. 2 days later, on January 23rd of 1982, her lifeless body was found on a former military base called Fort Ord. She had been raped and strangled to death. For 40 years, the brutal murder of 5-year-old Ann Pham remained cold, until 2020 when Monterey County's Cold Case Task Force, the District Attorney's Office, and the Seaside Police Department worked together in reopening the case and submitted evidence for DNA analysis. This real-life cucuy left a piece of pubic hair on 5-year-old Ann. It was enough to generate a DNA profile to be used in a genealogical database. It was quickly linked to match Robert John Laneau. In 1982, he was 29 years old, serving in the Army and stationed at Fort Ord. Robert was living with his family on Luzerne Street in Seaside, California, on the same street as the Pham family, exactly 60 feet away or 0.1 miles from the Pham family's home. Although one of his children also attended Highland Elementary as well, the Phams did not know the Laneaus. On July 6, 2022, when investigators questioned Robert, he said that he remembered picking Ann up, but denied remembering killing her. Robert admitted that he had a history of sexually assaulting young girls, and said that perhaps he blocked out Ann's case to protect himself. At this time, he was living in Reno, Nevada. On February 20th of 2025, Robert Laneau pleaded guilty for first-degree murder, kidnapping, committing a forcible lewd act on a child, forcible rape, and forcible sodomy. He was also ordered to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. On March of this year, Monterey County Judge Jennifer O'Keefe sentenced 72-year-old Robert Laneau to 25 years to life in prison, plus an additional 31 years for the kidnapping, rape, and murder of 5-year-old Ann Pham. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I am no longer a religious person, but I do pray to the universe and the genealogical gods each day that more and more real-life cucuys like Robert Laneau get caught. And if you're a real-life cucuy and you're still out there, you're gonna get caught. You better count your days because DNA is gonna get ya. We reached the end of today's episode of Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the mini rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure to follow me on all socials with the same handle. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and of course TikTok. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all questions, case suggestions, comments, etc. Hit me up at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. And no, it's not a typo. It's Yay Area, like E40 said. I'll see you chismosas y chismosos in the next. Adios.